Honduras endured a nail-biting road to South Africa 2010 that ended in celebration as the country reached the finals for only the second time in their history. After failing to reach the group stage, though, for the 2006 World Cup qualification campaign, the Honduran supporters were delighted when Puerto Rico were overcome 6-2 on aggregate in the Round 2 playoff. In Round 3, a group containing difficult opponents Mexico, plus improving nations Jamaica and Canada, was negotiated with real style. 4 wins and 2 draws saw Honduras finish top, with Colombian coach Reynaldo Rueda seeing his talented young squad unbeaten into the start of the 4th and final round. The final group would provide a stern examination of the Honduran World Cup credentials, with Mexico, the USA, El Salvador, Trinidad and Tobago and Costa Rica the rivals for 3 automatic qualification spots. Honduras began their journey to South Africa with a 2-0 defeat against Costa Rica. A 1-1 draw in the Caribbean followed, with Trinidad and Tobago's 88th minute equaliser denying Honduras a first win in Round 4. It would be third time lucky, though, for Honduras, who refound their free-flowing football at home to Mexico. Carlos Cosli scored the first goal of the game on 17 minutes. Carlos Pavon added to that advantage just before half-time. And after the break, Cosli's second was to prove invaluable for Honduras. Nery Castillo's consolation goal wasn't enough to keep Mexico coach Sven-Göran Eriksson in a job, and he was promptly sacked following the game. For Honduras, though, it was a win that ignited their qualification challenge. Next was a narrow loss away to the USA. Home victories against El Salvador and Costa Rica kept up momentum, and a 4-1 win against Trinidad and Tobago saw their side go joint top of the qualifying group with the USA. Despite reaching the summit of the group, the next 2 matches will provide drama late on in the campaign. A loss away in Mexico was compounded by defeat at home to the United States, leaving Honduras needing a win in their final game in El Salvador to have any hope of reaching the finals automatically. Reynaldo Rueda's side also needed a favour from the USA versus Costa Rica, who needed a win to grab the final place in the South Africa 2010 draw. Carlos Pavon's 7th goal of the qualifying campaign was enough to give Honduras the win they needed, but most of the drama was saved until the final whistle, when news filtered through that with Costa Rica 2-1 up in the USA, the result would probably mean that the Hondurans would miss out on an automatic spot. A 95th minute equaliser, though, thousands of kilometres away, sparked celebrations amongst the away fans. A 2-2 draw for Costa Rica meant heartache for them, but delight for Honduras as they squeezed into the World Cup finals for the first time since 1982. An exciting set of players under the orders of an experienced coach will prove to be a difficult opponent for anyone in South Africa, and with many players now plying their trade in Europe's top leagues, an appearance in the knockout stage should not at all be considered as being beyond the realms of possibility.